This is Brenton, a talented young photographer from Australia, and we met at a workshop in Iceland, and I could instantly tell this guy gets it. Like, he has the energy, he knows how to take a charge, pose a couple, throw out creative ideas and actually execute them. But here's the thing, the hard part, I feel like in wedding photography, he already had his clients, he knows how to take a charge, he's very actionable. But what he needed, I feel, was the subtle stuff. So better positioning, stronger framing, more intentional compositions, the kind of stuff that takes a good photo and makes it awesome. And during the workshop, I found myself constantly looking over his shoulder, not because he needed help, but because I could see how just a few tweaks to framing, angles, and positioning could take his photos to the next level. So today, I'm reviewing Brenton's full wedding gallery and sharing the exact feedback I gave him. So if you're a wedding photographer looking to level up, this will be a goldmine for you. And hey, if you want to be part of this kind of experience in person, I'm hosting a 5-day retreat in Iceland this October called It's a Kind of Magic. We shoot, we learn, we give each other feedback. It's hands-on, it's intimate, it's one of the best ways to grow. And now there's less than 24 hours left to join It's a Kind of Magic and grab massive $800 discount, my full digital bundle, a personal wedding gallery review just like this one, but like a full hour, and a free one-to-one mentoring call. Link is in the description. Now let's jump into the photos. I've already scrolled through the gallery, I saw the entire thing, and I see a ton of potential and some things to fix, which is a good thing. There's a strong foundation and I can clearly see why couples book Brenton. He's confident, he has great energy, and he knows how to take charge with posing and direction. There's a lot of group photos and portraits of people in the gallery, which I'm sure gets him tons of booking. But the first thing I noticed is how the gallery is presented. So the cover photo and then what the gallery starts with. So this is the gallery the couple receives, and right now it opens with a bunch of prep shots from the groom, and we also have a color and black and white version all mixed one after another. So there is no rhythm, no highlight moment, no wow intro. And that's a missed opportunity because in the digital age, your gallery is kind of your final product. So the first photo, the cover photo, should absolutely grab attention. So let's start with that. In Brenton's case, I actually would swap the current cover for something like this picture right here. This is a powerful emotional moment from the ceremony exit. Happy faces, movement, crowd clapping. That's the image that makes people feel something. And I would also curate a highlight scene at the beginning of that gallery. So a short, beautifully arranged set of 150 to 200 of the best photos from the day, either in chronological order to tell a story or just powerful set of visuals with 0 repetitions. So it's not about the hiding the gallery than the rest of the gallery. It's about guiding people through the experience. So giving them something curated first so they are not overwhelmed scrolling through hundreds of photos at once. So actually give me a moment. I'm going to choose a few photos and I'm going to put my own version of that gallery. So here's what I did, my version of the gallery. A banger cover image and a clean highlight scene. So look at the difference. This is a highlight scene. So I choose images to tell the story. So we have a scene setting at the opening of the gallery and then we slowly move into the action, getting ready, boys helping groom and so on. Look at this. This alone can totally transform how clients feel when they open your gallery. If you like this kind of breakdown and want me to review your own wedding gallery, there's a link in the description where you can submit your work. I would love to do more of this video, so if you guys are down, hit the link and maybe your photos will be next. Issue number 2. Let's go back to the Brenton's gallery. So let's talk about those centered compositions, okay? So especially in the vertical shots. So let me scroll a bit here. So all these vertical shots, look at this, all these vertical shots, it feels like many of them were taken just using the center autofocus point. I'm pretty sure Nikon Z8 you've used for this can do better. Because look, doing this, you end up with too much headspace, so too much just dead space above the heads of the couple, above the heads of your subjects, and then feet or important things at the bottom just getting chopped. So even here, let's scroll down. This is the first look with the dad. Everything is like center point. I'm like, you're pointing center on the faces. So much headspace, no feet, no stuff at the bottom. Or let's go to this images. Here, group shot us. Look at this example. The bride's dress is beautifully laid down on the floor, but it's been cut off completely. So someone actually took that effort to lay that dress nicely, and you didn't even care. Or, you know, in these group photos later on, come on. These girls have probably bought some nice shoes for that occasion, and you decided that the trees are more important. So that top headroom, it doesn't add much, but the bottom that you're losing, it adds a ton. So the fix is actually pretty simple. Just move your focus point higher, get out of the photo of the center point only mode, and then be more intentional with the framing. So decide if it's full body, then make it full from top to bottom, and preferably frame the heads around top line of the rule of thirds. If you decide it's a chopped portrait, crop it the way it feels natural. So don't chop on the joints, don't chop like the feet, do it between. Chop, like crop between the joints of the human body. And then fix number 3 also comes down to the feet, but this time we're talking about your feet. Move your feet. Change the angle more. That one is simple, but it's a big one because you just need to move more. What I noticed in Brenton's gallery is that he often found a good angle and then stayed there. Same moment, same pose, a bunch of frames that look nearly identical. Now, don't get me wrong, the photos aren't bad. They're great photos. The bride here looks amazing. The moment is real, but the images would be so much stronger with more variation in perspective. So here's the thing. When you shift slightly with your camera to the left or right, or go lower or higher, or shoot through something, you change your focal length, suddenly the same moment becomes a whole new image. Adding the variety to that gallery will make it more engaging and interesting to go through. We can see that right here also with the groom prep. Let's go to the groom prep. So that's right at the top of the gallery. So look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots that look nearly identical. And for comparison, just take a look at a similar moment from one of my galleries. So this is a groom helping his dad with the tie. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images, but are completely different because I used a different angle to shoot it. And then I shot this with 35, then I shot this with 50. I changed the lenses as well. I have 2 cameras, so one was with the one lens, one with another. I did full 360 on them with my 2 cameras. And this way I added a ton of variety to a simple moment like this. So next time you're photographing a scene that's already working, everything is set up, do this. Take the safe shot first and then immediately ask yourself, what's the one small move that I can make? What's my next move? Step to the left, get low, try wider, try tighter, like whatever. You use zoom lenses. If you use zoom lenses, you can zoom in, zoom out, so you can play with it. Don't let good scenes become flat galleries because you forgot to move your feet or zoom in with your lens. That one habit will make a huge difference over time. So Brenton, he actually got a full 1-hour personal feedback session from me. I went through the entire gallery in detail. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is a rabbit? That's so cool. Wait, no, of course it's a kangaroo. Of course it's a kangaroo. Obviously. There's a lot of more I covered that I could fit in this video, but if you're watching this thinking, damn, I wish someone would give me this kind of feedback, then hey, maybe it's time to do something about it, because this October I'm running my annual retreat in Iceland. It's a kind of magic. It's 5 days of shooting, masterclasses, one-on-one feedback, editing strategy, all of this in insane Icelandic setting. And yes, this kind of feedback is something that you also get there. Plus, we will shoot in the most epic sceneries ever, so you come back home with bangers your portfolio. We've got just 24 hours left to grab the early bird discount, $800, plus you'll get full mentoring session with me, online mentoring session, and my full digital bundle, including my presets, masterclasses, and my personal gallery review just like this one. And if you want to learn more for free, you will definitely love this video I made about 3 simple ways to make your wedding photos pop.